Hello, and thank you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City. I'm your host, Courtney Bloomer. Today's episode is brought to you by Lone Mountain Veterinary Hospital, providing top-notch care for pets in the Carson City area. For more information about services provided by Lone Mountain Veterinary Hospital, visit their website at the address shown on your screen. Our guest for today is David Theiss, here with us from Butler Meats, and we're excited to talk to you a little bit about Butler Meats and also the farmers market that's coming up in Carson City this summer. Welcome.
Thank you for having me, Courtney.
All right. For folks who might not be familiar with the area or who are new to Carson City, the farmers market is a pretty big institution in downtown Carson City.
It has. It's grown considerably since its heyday. I believe it's one of the best farmers markets in northern Nevada. It's attended well, and it's a fun event every Saturday morning. It's a fun event.
It's a great place to go and pick up some fresh produce, some local. You guys have meats there. There are plants. You can get a bite to eat at the farmers market. So it's a really diverse market, and it's also kind of a social event.
It is a very social event. I've been doing it for 5 years now, and you'll see a lot of the same people, and you get to see, and it's a fun place for people to meet and socialize and get some fresh produce. Absolutely.
So talk about, when is the farmers market starting? It's coming right up. It's soon.
Farmers market this year starts on June 3rd and goes through September 30th. It starts at 8:30 in the morning every Saturday, and it stops at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
All right, so every Saturday morning. And where is the market located?
On 3rd and Curry. It's right behind the Bomb and Pops barbecue and...
behind the McFadden Plaza.
Right, McFadden Plaza there on 3rd and Curry, in the big parking lot there.
All right, and so every Saturday morning, folks can come on down to the market and talk about some of the vendors that are there, and especially your business.
Well, early part of the farmers market, you'll see a lot of early type things, carrots, radishes, lettuce, that type of stuff. Not so much in the fruit as much. You'll see a lot of strawberries, but as the farmer market progresses, it's really interesting to see all the different things that are ripening at that time, and it's really spectacular fruit that comes in, and vegetables a little later in the summer, early fall. A lot of organic stuff. You'll see a lot of farmers from Fallon, Silver Springs, all over the place that bring their really nice products. I myself, being meat company, we offer 2 different types of sausages usually every week, and it's very popular. We sample it there. You can sell it there, so it's become very popular also. So I like to know I'm part of that.
And you mentioned something there that I think is really important for folks to recognize about our market. We do have some friends that come over the hill from California, but a lot of the products that are available at the market are Nevada products.
I would say 90% of it is, yes. There are some that come from California, but it's kind of hard to get a lot of really fresh, early produce in May or June in Nevada. So,
yeah. So we have a lot of different things that come over, and some of the things that they have at the market are, like you mentioned, fruits and vegetables, but there's also some baked goods and some other types of things as well.
Most of those are local. You'll see restaurants, bakeries, that type of stuff. Kama Coffee's there every week, has coffee, and then they have pastries right next to it. And there are more and more ready-to-eat foods there that people come in. You can, just sit down and have a donut or a Cuban sandwich or whatever is there that week, because it changes every week.
Right,
so.
It does change every week. There's a few regulars who are at the market on a pretty much weekly basis. But yeah, the food selection changes, and it's a great way to go down there and try out some of our local eateries.
Exactly, and like you said, it does change every week, and so it's something you really want to come see often, not because it never is the same every week.
Right. When the farmers market is happening, there's also entertainment for folks to do while they're kind of enjoying the market. There's usually some live music happening, and also there are activities for kids too.
The kids' activities, there's a jumper house that's been in the past. There's a clown that does face painting and balloons, and that's kind of fun for the kids. The entertainment is usually a two-piece or one-piece band that plays, softly in the background. So it's nice, fun music. It's just entertainment for everyone.
Right, and sometimes folks sit and watch the musician,
Yeah.
and also it, like you mentioned, it's not obtrusive. If you're just around enjoying the farmers market, talking to friends, meeting up with people, it's not like a loud band is.
No, it's very subtle music in the background, which is it makes it just a happy atmosphere. So
Absolutely, and folks can ride their bikes to the market.
yes,
There is a bike valet at the market, and folks can ride their bike down, and they will store your bike for you while you're shopping, and that is put on by Muscle Powered.
Muscle Power, which also they're doing the bookmobile, the petty bookmobile, where they'll do every Saturday. They come from the library to Carson there at the
Right,
farmers market.
and folks might not have seen that, but out and about in town, the library has a new pedal library, and that is a mobile library. It has Wi-Fi, and it has the capacity, people can rent books from the pedal library, and it is a little portable trailer that's pulled by a bicycle.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be down there every Saturday.
All right, so, and if people want to get Wi-Fi at the market, the pedal library's there, and you can do it. A lot of times, folks think that the farmers market might be a little bit expensive. This is kind of maybe for people who have a lot of money, but at our market, that's not the case. They have some programs to accept different types of vouchers. Talk about that a little bit.
So there are vouchers available. The WIC program is accepted there. The SNAP program's accepted there. The SNAP program's a really good deal. So every $5 is worth $10 there. So you're getting everything at the market for half price, basically. So all food coupons they accept. So it's a really good program for all of that. And honestly, it's not that much more expensive. There's a marginal cost in between what you buy at a grocery store or what you buy there, and it's really negligible, and the taste is dramatically different.
So much better, that
Yeah.
fresh local produce. So people who are recipients of SNAP or WIC, head on down to the market. The market is also a really good place to learn how to cook some things that you might not normally try.
Sure. Most of the vendors there have suggestions for cooking most of it, and they have had cooking demonstrations there, several of them during the year. I'm a plethora of information for how to cook meat, so
Right.
Can always ask me.
All the meat that is available, you can certainly tell people the best way to cook it. So that's kind of the farmers market in a nutshell. Anything else you want to share about anything special that's going to be happening at the market this year?
They're redesigning it, so it'll be fun, a little more fun, I think. They had some space issues before. I think she's expanded it and it's moved around, so it's not going to be the same old farmers market this year. It'll be something different.
All right, so we encourage everybody to come on
Yep.
down to the farmers market. It's going to be every Saturday from
June
June
3rd.
through September. And so come on down and visit, check out the new McFadden Plaza space, and get some fresh produce and some meats.
Yeah, exactly.
Butler Meats.
Butler Meats.
Tell us about a little bit about your business before we go. Where's Butler Meats located? Where can people find you outside of the farmers market? And what are some things that you have available?
Butler Meats is at 1909 North Carson Street, Carson City. I've been there since 1973. I've owned it 34 years out of those years, so know my stuff. We concentrate and concern ourselves with premium product food. We're not all about fast stuff, we're about good stuff. We smoke our own hams and bacons. We make 45 different types of sausage. We carry premium steaks, organic chicken, pork, turkey, prime ribs for the holidays. I mean, we're all about all the different stuff. We're your hometown butcher shop that if you need something special, we're there to do that for you.
I didn't know there were 45 kinds of sausage.
Well, there's lots more than that. That's just a small amount we make. So.
All right, and those are made in-house here in Carson City.
Everything was done in our shop down there in Carson Street.
All right, fantastic. David Theiss from Butler Meats is here with us today. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope we'll get to see you out and about at the farmers market this summer.
You will. Thank you, Courtney.
All right. And thanks to all of you for joining us for this week's edition of It's Your City, brought to you by Lone Mountain Veterinary Hospital, Carson City's local veterinary hospital providing care for your pets. If your business would like to sponsor a future edition of It's Your City, please contact Darla at the address shown on your screen. I'm your host, Courtney Bloomer. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week.